Many are still shocked following a horrific shooting incident which left 9 people dead in Gauteng's Bekkersdal area in the early hours of this morning. Now, according to the police, a group of suspects opened fire both inside and outside a tavern in the Tambo section. And this incident follows a similar incident in Pretoria's Saulsville area, which claimed 12 lives, including a 3-year-old, early this month. Joining us now for more on this conversation and what could be behind such brutal killings is crime analyst Azaniah Mnisi, and he joins us via our video link. Mr. Mnisi, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. Firstly, let's get your reaction following the killing of 9 people in Bekkersdal.
Good evening, Bali, and good evening to the viewers at home. It is rather shocking, but also indicate our long-held view that crime and criminals have taken over our country, and it's about time that we give them the war that they are begging for. And until such time we move from the gear within which we are using at this point in time to fight crime, we're not going to win this. It's becoming a norm that every second week or so we're going to hear of brutal killings of our people, and all that we hear is shock from everyone who are supposed to come up with the solution to the problem.
And Mr. Mnisi, when you analyze this latest killing, particularly at a tavern, what does it tell us? I mean, not so long ago, we had another incident taking place in Saulsville in Pretoria. It's quite clear that this was also an assassination.
It is a continuation of what we saw in Saulsville, but what is happening to our country is that as I said, our country has been overridden and taken over by criminals. So this is the fight for turf and control over certain business interest rather than just a random spree of killing. So the initial investigation shows that there is a fight between the gangs attached to illegal mining activities, and then they're fighting for control over the turf and the places for illegal mining. And these fights now they've come into the communities, and innocent blood, innocent people are now paying the heavy price of illegal mining, which is purely what we see of our porous borders, a lack of control of managing this crime, or totally eradicating crime. So what we can say now is that it is even more clearer that we have no control, and it's about time that we re-empower the police to take over our streets, to take over our communities and restore peace and get rid of criminals. So this is indicative of what we see and what we saw in the Madlanga Commission, what we hear also in the other committee in Parliament. So we are disjointed and misaligned in terms of how crime should be managed. So that is where the problem is. So we need to empower the police to take critical control of the streets, to take control in the illegal mining space. Until such time, then we're not going to have peace in this country. And also, our integrated crime prevention strategy should be adhered to, and there should be all the necessary ministries come together and make sure that the objective of crime prevention is adhered to and then is achieved in this way that will have then the police, not the political principals, interfering on operational matters, but we hold accountable the Commissioner of Police to make sure that they fight this crime and fight it effectively. We give them the necessary full support and moral courage for them to go and face this criminality, because this is the war.
And Mr. Mnisi, when you look at the kind of ammunition that was used, I mean, police officials saying that, from the cartridges which were found on the scene, it's quite clear that they used AK-47 rifles in that crime scene. What does it also say to the issue around gun violence in this country?
The barbarians are outside the gate and they're going to devour anything and anyone that come in their sight. So what does it mean? It means that we have high caliber weapons in the hands of criminals. You know what does that mean? It means then that they will be able to fight fire with fire. They are able to counter the fight from be it SAPS and or even the army. That's what it means with the firepower that they are having in their hands. So this is war, and I can only hope that if we may, as a country, make sure that we do not politicize crime fighting mechanisms that are needed in this country, and make sure that we empower. If there is a need to release the National Defense Force, so be it, because what we see now is not something that we can be clapping hands on. South Africa remains the most violent country that is not at war. So the people that are dying in the country, they are they are dying more than the people that they're actively at war in Ukraine, and it's not a good picture at all.
All right, Mr. Mnisi, thank you so much for your time and for that insight. That's crime analyst Azaniah Mnisi there.